Hi, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk for a second about winning your wife over to your feminine side. Okay, and just give you my advice about doing that. My wife and I have a very close relationship as women, not just as a husband and wife, but as women. We do a lot of things together. She likes my feminine side, and I kind of want to give you some advice about how to have that if it's possible, in your marriage. Okay, so my number one piece of advice I would give you is that your wife needs to see that you are not abandoning your male identity. Okay, that when I first came out to my wife and I was starting my journey as a transgender woman, her biggest fear was honestly that I would abandon my male identity. And you may feel like I'm the same person and my wife should feel that way, and if that's who I am, then that's who I need to be. But, you know, most of our wives, your wife probably has three big fears. Okay. When you come out to her, she's going to have three big fears. Okay. So, number one is going to be, are you gay? Okay. That maybe she doesn't have anything against gays, but, honestly, no woman wants her husband to be gay. Number two, are you going to transition? Okay. And this is because she's not gay. And, for my wife, for example, she told me very plainly, I don't want to be married to a woman. I love you, but I don't want to be married to a woman. I don't think I would. I don't think I'd want to stay in the marriage if that happened, and for our children and everything. That was just her biggest fear. It was I would abandon my male identity. And the third thing that our wives are afraid of is that now they're lesbians. Okay, that they'll think to themselves, okay, if I'm a woman and you're a woman, then am I a lesbian? And they don't really want to be lesbians. Okay, think about you. If you consider yourself to be a straight guy, you wouldn't want to be cornered into being gay now. You kind of want to hold on to your sexuality, and your wife kind of feels the same way. Now, some of our wives may be very open-minded, and you know what? If your wife is, you know it already. But unless you know it already, assume she's not. Okay, so the second thing I think that we need to be mindful of, your wife needs to know that you're not abandoning your role as the husband in your relationship. Okay, that she doesn't want to have a wife. She doesn't want to be a husband. She wants you to remain the husband. And if you have children, she wants you to remain the father, the grandfather. She wants to know that you're not abandoning those male roles. That's very important. And honestly, for your children, it's probably very important too. My children are very supportive of me. We go out together and do things. But they've told me, you know what, I don't really want another mom. I have a mom. I kind of want a dad. And that may seem closed-minded of them, but I guarantee you that's how a lot of children and a lot of wives especially feel, is that they want you as a husband. Okay, they're willing to be supportive, and they may be willing to be friendly with you and have this be something that's fun, but they really don't want a wife. They want you to be a husband still. Okay, so I think those are some basic overall things. Okay, so if I was to try to get a little more specific, I would say a third piece of advice for you is don't scare your wife. Okay, by maybe going too fast, by expecting too much of her, by wanting to come out too quickly, by appearing too sexual. You know your wife. You know the things that would scare her in this, the things that she's afraid of, in you expressing yourself this way. Let her see this at first as something that's fun. That's just fun. That's just something you do. You want her to, even though she's going to see your feminine side and your male side as two different people to some degree, you kind of want her to see that you're the same person to a big degree. Okay. Another piece of advice I would say is don't rush her. Whatever her pace is at accepting and going through this, you need to wait for that. that if you scare her, you may stop her. You may shock her into going the other way and becoming totally not supportive of this. Okay, so don't try to rush her. And finally, I would say honestly, ladies, that we really need to accept that some of our wives may never be fully accepting. Okay, that even my wife, who's very accepting, and we're like friends together as girls, our marriage is mostly consisting of me being a husband. So, there is a level of embracing of this that I don't think she'll ever get to. Okay. But that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy what we already have. Now, keep in mind, all these things are assuming that you want to hold on to your marriage, that you want to continue in that. Okay? So I hope these things help you and that you're able to get a lot out of it in your relationship with your wife as you go forward, because I care about all of you. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.